Welcome to Vision 48 News. I'm Amy Hubbard.
I'm Alyssa Ashe.
And I'm Elise Rimmer.
Exciting changes are happening at North Greenville University. Our TVs are now in HD format. You'll need to reprogram your TV to get the new cable channels working correctly. If you have any issues at all, please contact Angie Watson. You can purchase a converter box from the school for about $130 if you need one.
The College of Communication put on an exciting event featuring a special guest who came all the way to NGU from Hollywood, California. Alyssa Ashe was on the scene at the event.
The NGU Film Club is holding the film festival in Turner Chapel. Phil Cook has come all the way from Burbank, California to share with students about his company Cook Pictures and to inspire them about how they can live out their lives for Christ and promote him in the media. Tell me, what was your reaction to the Red Carpet Film Festival?
I thought it was amazing. It was fun. Walking that red carpet was pretty cool. Got to live a little fame. The movies were good. They were good.
So I helped volunteer, and I was able to come in and help decorate and set up some things last night. Just kind of help people get in here today and get their seats and get going so we could have a successful film festival and a good cultural event today.
And how do you think the event went?
I think it went really well. We had a good attendance today. There were a lot of people here. I think people really liked the films and what was shown, and Phil Cook did a great job speaking.
I thought it was an excellent event to come to. Dr. Cook did a really good job, and seeing all the videos and all the awards was really good and good experience.
It's been really exciting. To begin with, we started talking about it in September with Mr. Gopal, and he had the idea to open it up to the whole U.S., homeschoolers, high school students, as well as outside universities and North Greenville, of course. And then over the past several months, we've just been planning, getting the admission stuff together and the submission information.
And are you pleased with how the event went?
Oh yeah, I'm so pleased. It's so much better than I imagined it to be. Great, but it was just like 10 times better. Went really smoothly, and our speaker, Phil Cook, was amazing, very inspiring. So I'm thankful for everyone who played a part in this.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and thank you for your work. Reporting for Vision 48 News, I'm Alyssa Ashe. Many NGU students attended the Outcry Tour concert at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena in Greenville this past Thursday, April 7th. Over 8,000 people attended the night of worship. Elevation, Jesus Culture, Carrie Job, and Hillsong led worship for the event. Brian Houston, lead pastor of Hillsong, came and provided a message midway through the Outcry concert. Thousands of Christians were inspired and uplifted from the concert. Also, World Vision gave audience members the chance to sponsor children worldwide. There were multiple children sponsored that night.
An airplane was forced to make an emergency landing Monday, the 4th, in Anderson. Deputies responded to the report that a plane had crashed near a long road around 4:35 p.m. There were 2 people on board, and the owner of the plane told us that they were flying from Greenville to Anderson and then back to Greenville. The plane's engine started running rough and then quit mid-flight. They quickly spotted the field to land in, but hit a bump upon touchdown and made a rough landing. The 2 involved were pilots and were on a training flight. There was some slight damage to the plane, but luckily no one was injured in the incident.
The search committee for our new president here at NGU is coming to the students. The committee hired executive firm Carter Baldwin to guide the search process. They'll be here holding town hall meetings on April 18th from 4 to 5 p.m. in Hamlin and the 19th from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. in Hayes. This is an opportunity for students to tell the committee what they would like in their next president. Last week, Moe's held a fundraiser for the family of Officer Jacobs, who recently passed away. Vision 48's Cole Bryson has the details.
On Wednesday, April 6th, all Moe's restaurants in the upstate held a fundraiser for the family of late Officer Jacobs. People from all over, including NGU students, waited for an hour to get their food and wanting to help this family.
Well, tonight all 6 of the Moe's upstate restaurants are donating 100% of their 4 p.m. to close sales to the Officer Jacobs family.
Proceeds from this event would mean doubling the average amount of sales for a Wednesday night. Some students, a part of the Mountain Laurel, were there to donate not only their money, but their time and services.
We typically do fundraisers here. We help serve and clean trays and tables. So instead of doing this as a fundraiser, we're just doing it to help out. That way all the proceeds can go to this family.
When asked about the turnout for the night, Linnea Stevens had a different opinion than most others.
As awesome as this is, I would personally love to see the community also help out the family of the man who killed himself. The family of police officer I know is hurting a lot, but I also feel like the perpetrator's family is feeling very hurt as well.
For Vision 48 News, I'm Cole Bryson.
Miracle Hill Ministries officially broke ground Tuesday the 5th on a huge new thrift store in Powdersville. The groundbreaking ceremony was at the construction site, located at the intersection of Three Bridges Road and Highway 153. The 1,000 square foot facility will be the first to be built specifically for Miracle Hill Ministries. The organization has served the upstate since 1937. The Powdersville store is expected to open in the fall of 2016. Stay tuned here on Vision 48. We'll be right back with more news, weather, and sports.
Dude, have you gone to any hashtag cultural events?
Hashtag just finished last week. Hashtag what about you?
I have 3 left. Hashtag slacking.
Hashtag you gonna go to hashtag jazz band?
I don't know. Hashtag when is it?
Hashtag IDK. Let's look at the new hashtag NGU.edu.
Whoa, what is this?
Hashtag the new website.
The Big and Little Sister program is an opportunity for older girls to mentor younger girls.
It's a program for freshmen to be able to connect with upperclassmen.
It's a really great opportunity to connect with someone older than you are who has more experience.
It's really awesome, and Amy's definitely helped me as much as I've helped her, and so I'm really thankful for that.
And then it becomes a real friendship. So in the beginning it might be a little awkward, but you really get a lot out of it.
Firefighters from across the area battled strong winds Thursday the 7th as an early morning fire broke out, destroying a Greenville church. The fire at Changing Your Minds Ministries on Beth Drive in Cherrydale was first reported at 8:51 a.m. Firefighters were unable to save the church due to harsh winds and fast-moving fire. Officials say it all started in a fellowship building behind the main sanctuary. Heavy smoke poured from the building all morning long. The fire eventually spread into the steeple and the main building. A short time later, the roof collapsed and the steeple toppled over. The fire was brought under control by about 11:30 a.m. At this time, investigators do not think that the fire was suspicious and have not yet confirmed a likely starting point. Thankfully, no one was injured during the fire.
Have you ever wanted to change something about yourself? Well, don't worry, you're not alone. This week, the social media team decided to scope the campus and ask people to discuss this popular topic.
I would change that. I'm a people pleaser. I would not want to be a people pleaser because it's a weakness.
How quickly I judge people.
I would say my awkwardness.
Kind of pessimistic. It's a bad outlook on life. It kind of makes it not really hard to live, but the way you look at things, it makes it more, make things look bad.
I think I'd like to be a more outgoing person. Try to be more outgoing and get involved in more stuff and activities.
I would change my ability to control my facial expressions because I do not have the ability.
Don't beat yourself up because God is always there for you and He loves you just the way you are.
You just got to be conscious of it. Like, think before you make a judgment about someone who you don't even know. You can pray about it. It helps too. So.
But something I would tell someone else who's struggling with the same thing would be to embrace it because it's part of your personality and it's who you are.
That is not a good way to live because now you're looking at everything like what's the worst that can happen, and you're always looking at the bad side of things when it's easy to look at the good side of things.
Probably just to try and step outside their comfort zone, and I'll probably pay off in the end for them.
And if you struggle with this, I'm sorry, there's no cure. You just have to learn. It's impossible.
According to CNN, on April 9th, Bernie Sanders won the Democratic caucuses, giving him 8 out of the last 9 primaries. In Wyoming, Sanders won 55.7% of the vote and Hillary Clinton won 43%. Each candidate won 7 delegates. Bernie Sanders has gained momentum going into the very important New York primary on April 19th. Hillary Clinton remains confident, though. She says she wants to unify the Democrats, talk about real issues, and produce results that will make a positive difference in people's lives.
Today we hurt with our Christian brothers and sisters in China as they are facing more and more persecution. For several years now, the Chinese government's campaign to regulate excessive religious sites and ultimately eradicate Christianity. Several thousand crosses have been forcefully removed, destroying almost 50 churches in the process. Many have been arrested for trying to stop or speak out about the government's crusade, but even as China faces this awful trial, the executive of Release International, Paul Robinson, said there are concerns that this campaign to curtail the visible Christian presence in the province could gather momentum and spread across China.
Back at NGU, we've got a lot happening in sports. Let's toss it over to Elise Rimmer with your Crusader Athletic Update.
The baseball team started the week strong, scoring wins over Francis Marion College on Tuesday with a score of 11-3 and at Limestone on Thursday with a score of 1-0. They continued their strong play throughout the weekend, winning both games in a doubleheader versus Limestone, 6-3 and 8-7. They'll hit the field again on Tuesday at Mars Hill University, starting at 3. The women's lacrosse team started strong over the weekend, getting a win against Lincoln Memorial by a score of 7-4, but they fell on Saturday to Pfeiffer University with a score of 16-9. They will continue their season on Wednesday at Wingate University. The men's lacrosse team also had a strong start, winning against Lees McRae College 3-0, but on Saturday they lost to Belmont Abbey College by a score of 3-17. They will look to bounce back on Saturday at Pfeiffer University starting at 1. The men's volleyball team started the week out with a 3-0 win against Lees McRae College, but faltered on the weekend, losing a close one to Limestone College by a score of 2-3. They will head to the Conference Carolinas tournament on the 16th. In other sports, over 6,000 fans were on hand the night of Thursday the 7th as the second decade of baseball in downtown Greenville got underway. The Drive was trailing the Tourists 3-2 heading into the 7th inning, but scored at the plate with the bases loaded on a pair of walks and a single by Kyrie Washington. Asheville scored their final run when Miles Jones led off with a triple and came home on a ground out. The Drive came away with a 4-3 victory over the Asheville Tourists. The 4-game series continued on throughout the weekend with the Drive winning all but one of the games. Friday's game was Asheville 6-4, Saturday ended with Greenville on top 5-2, and Sunday's game resulted in a 7-4 victory for the Drive. Now let's take a look at the weather.
Hello North Greenville, I'm Jonah Crenshaw, and let's take a look at this week's weather forecast. All right, for Tuesday, it's going to be rainy, so make sure you bring your rain jackets. It's still going to be a little bit high in temperatures. It might be a little hot, but make sure you bring your umbrella and get to class. All right, for Wednesday, it's going to be sunny, so make sure you enjoy the weather. All right, as we move on to the week, Thursday it's going to be partly cloudy. Still going to be some sunshine, but partly cloudy, 69 of a high. And Friday it's going to be a lovely day. It's going to be 70 degrees and sunny, so make sure you try to convince your professors to take class outside, even though a lot of times we know it doesn't work too well. And as for Saturday, it's going to be sunny as well. It's going to be a little bit more high temperature, 74 degrees, so make sure you enjoy your last few weekends here as the semester winds down. All right, thank you guys. I'm Jonah Crenshaw.
Thank you for joining us all here on Vision 48 News. Tune in again next week at 5 p.m. And if you cannot wait a whole week for the latest news, visit North Greenville's Vision 48 Facebook page, Instagram account, and Twitter to stay informed. I'm Alyssa Ashe.
I'm Amy Hubbard.
And I'm Elise Rimmer. Enjoy your week, North Greenville.